These guys might be amazing for some players, but they're probably not for me. Hey everyone, peace and blessings to all of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. Your support really means a lot to us. So in this video, we will be taking a look at the KD15s, which I just recently played with. Many reviewers mentioned that they're amazing performers, but I personally had some issues with them, which I will share with you in a minute. But first of all, I'd like to share the things that I liked from these shoes. The first thing that I like is definitely the aesthetics of the shoes. I mean, they're just spot on in my opinion, especially the colors for this colorway that I took. The silhouette to me looks great. They're ergonomic, they look modern, and they're just overall very pleasing to the eye. And in combination with the materials that are being used, I think these shoes are quite stunning, aesthetically speaking. You have this textured fabric on the heel area. You have this TPU plastic on the lateral and medial sides, and the pattern on the TPU is carried on to the outsole here, to the traction, which is a really nice touch. So the overall shoe design, in my opinion, is really nice. So the next thing that I liked about the shoes is the traction. The grip and the durability is good, in my opinion. Bear in mind that I got the XDR version, which is the version that is available in Indonesia, so they might be more durable in comparison to the other versions out there. Some people compare the pattern of the traction with the Kobe 9s, and there definitely are some similarities here. The grip was great. I didn't feel any slipping whatsoever on court, even though I played on courts that were relatively dusty. There were no problems whatsoever with the grip. So once again, traction is one of the high points of the shoes, at least for this colorway. The third thing that I liked about the KD15s is the cushioning system. You can feel the bounciness of the cushioning system here. You can feel the full-length zoom strobel under your foot. They're very responsive, and they will definitely help with your explosiveness on court. But there are some caveats with the cushioning system, which I will share with you as well. So now we move to the things that I didn't like about the shoes. So as I have mentioned, the cushioning on these guys is really bouncy, but at the same time, I don't think that they give good impact protection. I can feel the fatigue of my feet, legs, and knees after playing in these guys for a couple of games. So I think this is something that you definitely need to be aware of. The second thing that I didn't like about these shoes is the comfort. The stepping in comfort was not that good. Fortunately, I was able to try these guys in store, and I went down half a size at first because I felt that they ran a bit long, but after a while I felt that they were a bit too snug for me. So I went true to size for my Nike size, which is US 10, and it felt much better. However, they still feel a bit too narrow for my liking, and it caused a bit of arch pain for me, especially on my right foot. So this is again something that I think is worth noting. My feet are slightly wide, and even the XDR versions of these guys still run a bit narrow in my opinion. So wide footers especially need to be aware of this. The third issue that I have with these guys is the heel slippage. I felt heel slippage especially with my right foot because my right foot is slightly smaller. I even felt this when I went down half a size. This might be caused partially because of the shape of the heel counter here, as the shape is rather curved. So if the shape of your heels don't really follow the shape of the heel counter here, you might also experience heel slippage. Stability was so-so. I didn't feel that stability was much of a problem with these guys. However, I have to say that these guys are not the most stable, partly because they are narrow, and the outriggers for these guys are really minimum. In comparison, shoes from the Kobe lines, even though they run a bit narrow, they still have really good outriggers to help with stability and support. So when it comes to stability, they work, but there are definitely better options out there. Now when it comes to pricing, these guys are at the same price point as previous KDs. In Indonesia, you can cop these guys at around 2.2 million rupiahs. I got these at a discount. I got a 10% discount at Hoops Indonesia. So I had to pay 2 million rupiahs, or around 135 US dollars, for these guys. In conclusion, I think the KD15s will be great for some players, especially those who are young, quick, and like the responsiveness of these shoes, but they might not work for other players, especially for those who have wide feet and other things that I mentioned about. But that's just me. I'm sure that you guys have your own experiences with them, and it'll be great if you could share them in the comments section. So that's my take on the KD15s. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for the support. Peace and blessings to all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.